Hi, and welcome back to Let's Talk Greater Moncton, the show aimed at helping businesses grow and succeed right here in Greater Moncton. I'm Chad Peters, and I'll be your host for this ongoing series. Today we continue our discussion on planning, why it is so crucial to business success. I'm joined by Ken LeBlanc, President and CEO of PropertyGuys.com. Ken's going to talk about how he's taken his Moncton-based small business and grown it into one of the most recognizable real estate franchises in North America. Be sure to register so we can notify you when new episodes become available. You can also send us your show ideas and feedback at the email address on screen. Ken, thank you very much for being here today.
Well, thanks for having me, Chad.
So tell me a little bit about PropertyGuys.com.
Sure. PropertyGuys.com was started right here in Moncton, New Brunswick in 1998. And essentially what we wanted to do back then was allow homeowners to sell their home online by themselves with the aid of a traditional real estate agent. So what we do is we go in, we help people sell their homes by taking photos of it, putting it on our website, PropertyGuys.com, and then step out of the way, let buyers contact them directly. We charge a flat fee up front versus a commission on the back end.
So in our last episode, we were speaking with Denis Melanson about the importance of planning to the business life cycle. And was wondering, how did you take your idea from PropertyGuys.com from concept to reality?
Yep. Planning is vital for any success for all business models. So obviously we take it very seriously. But as entrepreneurs, I find we tend to look a little more in short-term planning, only because opportunities are going to sprout up every single day, and it's vital that you're able to react and take advantage of those opportunities.
So obviously, expansion was a big part of your business plan. As everywhere you travel across the country, you see those big round lawn signs from PropertyGuys.com. How did you move from deciding this was the business model that we were going to take and make it happen?
Well, basically what happened, Chad, is we're about 3 years into our business and things were going pretty well here in Moncton. And we want, like any company, we want to grow. So we looked at a number of different options that were available to us. We could have some corporate locations, we could expand our actual service offering. At the end of the day, we decided to go with franchising because it allowed us to grow very rapidly and without spending a ton of capital to do so.
So as a franchisor, you are providing mentorship support to your franchisees. What type of planning support do you provide them, and how does that translate from your planning at the corporate level?
Basically, in the franchise model, franchisees are looking for a complete, planning system per se. They're not your typical entrepreneur, so they don't plan to plan. They just follow the plan. So what we do is we set them up A to Z, whether it's operation manuals, training, online tools. It's all there for a franchise owner. And a good franchise system, it typically is a turnkey operation, and you find people that are willing to follow that system to be successful.
So you mentioned earlier about how to react to short-term changes in your environment. Naturally, the economy over the last year has been a huge hurdle for many businesses to cross. Real estate would be no exception. How did you help your franchisees get over this hurdle with the economic downturn, and how did that affect you at the corporate level?
Yeah, well, the key for us was communication. We basically, timing was pretty good. We saw it was coming down in the U.S. We keep, obviously a watch on what's happening south of the border in our industry anyways. So timing was there for us. We saw what was coming. We just so happened to be at our annual convention, and we basically laid out the game plan for our franchise owners. We told them what was happening in the U.S., and most of them were aware of it already. It wasn't any secret. But what was really clear is that we communicated properly on what we were going to do for the next 6 to 12 months and how we're going to get over this hurdle.
I want to take a step back. We've talked a little bit about resources in our previous episode. You obviously had your business as a startup here in Greater Moncton. What resources and what supports did you rely on in order to enable your business idea?
Yeah, well, like most startups, we tapped into Enterprise Greater Moncton. Obviously, it was a great resource early on for us, especially being young entrepreneurs. They have a great program with the Canadian Youth Business Foundation that Enterprise Greater Moncton partners with. But one, which is not the typical route, is that we reached out to mentors, and not just one. We reached out to, probably 6 or 7 high-profile executive CEO types in Greater Moncton area. And you'd be surprised at how open they were to allowing young people to come in, talk about business, really give you trade secrets on how their industry works, and we learned tons from that.
That certainly is a great support for an entrepreneurial system within the community. Ken, I'd like to thank you very much for your time today, and I wish you continued success in the future.
Well, thanks for having me, Chad.
And thank you for watching Let's Talk Greater Moncton. More episodes will be popping up online in the coming weeks, so be sure to register your email address so that we can notify you when new episodes air. For Let's Talk Greater Moncton, I'm Chad Peters. We'll see you next time.